Welcome back, folks. Vortex Mike, and we are finally finished assembling the Bolt Action Assault on Normandy box set. And I showed you what it looked like yesterday, just an update on the finished product. Today is the first game of the Bolt Action Assault on Normandy. Today, be Germans versus United States. So we'll go over the units on the German side, which I am playing. And over here, in the small ruined house, you got an NCO, which is back here. And then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 riflemen. You got a guy with a MG 41 or 40. And then you got a guy over here which has a Panzerfaust, which has only got one time use only, and then after that he'll go down to a rifle. Over here behind this wall, now you'll see that we have some cardboard cutouts. I don't have any terrain today. I didn't get it out, so we're just using these cardboard cutouts. This is a wall right here. Behind this wall you got another unit of Germans. Basically the same thing that you have on the other side. You have your NCO, riflemen, you got your SMG, and then you have your Panzerfaust. And the tower, you have a German sniper team. You got the spotter right here, if this thing can focus. There it goes. And you got your sniper. And then down here you have the HQ unit, which has got a second lieutenant, and he's got a soldier with SMG. So that is the unit over here. That's the German unit. On the other side of the battle, you have the Americans, which is played by my son. Over here, you have a unit. You got an American unit. Over here, they're in the woods. They're in cover. You have a NCO, which he has a Thompson machine gun, and everyone else has rifles. There's one guy that has a Browning automatic rifle, which gives him 2 shots in that section. Over here, you have the HQ. Over here, there it goes. You got him armed with a Thompson, and the soldier, he's got a shotgun, and they are both, he's the second lieutenant. There we go, that's what I wanted to say. Forgot what to say there. Then you got another unit of USA infantry, and you got NCO with a Thompson, and you got rifles. Then over here, concealed in the woods over here, is you got your bazooka team. So that's basically the units that we're going to use. Now, Bolt Action basically will use these dice, order dice. This is how you determine who's going to go first. You're going to put all the order dice, just like here in a cup that you can see through, or a nice Hershey's cup that we're using today. You're going to need to use those, which you get in the game. You get that. Sorry, my stupid cat's playing around with something. So, I got him to quit there. You're going to need a tape measure. We use a nice free tape measure. And you're going to need some dice. We got a set of green. Dark green is for the Americans. And light gray, which I spoke all over before, is for the Germans. Also, what you're going to need in this game is pin markers. Now, Warlord Games does make pin markers, but today we're going to use sort of colored dice. We're going to use, we just have an amount of these tiny dice, which work perfect as pinning markers. Green's going to be Americans, red's going to be the Germans. So let me pick up this die here. Grab that one. Since our dice went all over the place. we're gonna go ahead and give the Hershey's cup a good shake here. And for turn 1, the first one's gonna be a German side. That's German. They're light tan. Americans dark brown. So I'm going to go ahead and use my dice. I'm going to turn the camera off and show you what I did or what I'm going to do with my dice. Alright folks, what I've decided to do is my sniper team, which is in the top tower of this ruined village. Let me get out there. They're going to go ahead and they're going to fire. I don't know if you can see that. So you're going to put your dice like that. So each dice is for each unit of the game. So there's 4 units in each. They're going to go ahead and fire. And with the sniper, they can choose their target. So he's going to go ahead and fire at, where is he? This NCO. Right there. Let me get that in focus. Alright, so he has to be within 36 inches. If we get out the tape measure, he's within 25 inches. Now normally if you go over half your distance, you have to take a -1 effect. Well, with snipers they ignore that. So they ignore all terrain also and all cover. So they pretty much ignore, if they have a line of sight on you and they can see you, they can pop off on you. And they ignore walls and stuff because the theory is that a sniper will wait until your head pops up or if you're looking out from cover. So, and you can target individual targets. So if I hit his NCO, that unit will take a -1 on morale checks. And we'll get into morale checks as soon as we are done. So I'm going to head and roll for that. 1 and 2 is a miss. 3, 4, 5, and 6 as a hit. And a 1. So I didn't even hit him. So that's the end of my turn. So go ahead and take the dice here. See which one we get. And it is American side. So I'm going to go ahead and let him choose what he's going to do off camera. And then we'll show you what the result of his choice.
Okay, so I chose to advance my middle group to cover. So like they're out of line of fire.
And he already pre-measured they're within 6 inches.
And I'm going to attack, I guess. So I got to roll.
Okay. So how many are you going to roll?
How many?
So what he's going to do, I'm going to kind of let you know, is so with he's got, if he chooses to fire at, which unit are you going to fire at?
I'm going to fire at the center unit.
So he's going to choose to fire at this unit that's behind the wall. So go ahead and measure it and make sure that you can.
Okay.
20 inches is a range for rifles and SMGs is 12. So we'll see what range he's in. He's at
13.
He's at 13. So he's out of range for the Thompson, but he's in range for his rifles. And do you have line of sight?
I believe so.
Let me check. We're going to check line of sight. Yeah, he has line of sight. So it's over now. Anything over half of the distance is a -1. Now, because they're behind a wall, and I know this is a pair wall, that's -2. So he's got a hit on a 6. So you got to roll 6s. So you would roll. How many riflemen do you have?
7. Right? Yeah, 7.
Yeah. So you get to roll 7 dice.
5, 2, 7. Oh, that was a bad.
All right, so
I just totally missed altogether. Just like
so
you.
he missed. So yeah, it really helps to be under protection of the wall right over here, because that 2 plus being over half the distance, that was 3. So 3 plus 3 is 6. That's basically how you add the modifiers. Anything that's negative 1, 2, or 3, just add it to the 3, and then that gives you how many dice you need. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go to the melting pot of Hershey's goodness and see whose color comes out. And it is United States again.
Woo woo.
Got that one.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Advance. You want to always make sure you move your dice too, then you won't get lost. So, what do you want to do now?
For the bazooka, I would
Okay.
like to fire.
Okay, and now the bazooka has a range of 24 inches.
And I would like to try and go for the sniper, so I need 24.
So that's definitely a long.
It's directly 23 and a half. Oh, no, 24 actually. It's directly 24.
So that's exactly 24 inches. So one thing about bazookas is that they ignore the half range, and they get one shot. So go ahead and roll your dice.
It's going to be a bad throw.
All right, so it's a hit. So what happens now is I take one of these pen markers. I know these are kind of small. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that over by my sniper. So let me drop that. So he's got a pen marker on him of 1. So now you got to roll to do casualties.
So a 3, 4,
Yeah.
4, 5, or 6.
Yep. So you got 4. So
I take out your spotter.
yeah. So effectively what happens now is that the spotter is taken. So now it's a -1 on the team of the bazooka, whether it's bazooka, artillery, mortar, anything like that. When there's a team, it could be up to like 4 guys, I believe. As soon as you take one down, as soon as one's killed, it's -1 to hit. So instead of rolling on a 3, now I have to roll on 1 or 4. All right, so that was pretty good. United States took out a guy. So we'll go ahead and go to our melting pot. And it is in German. So I'm probably going to go ahead and choose to fire with these guys right here. So I'm going to go ahead and fire. And there, we're going to go ahead and range this. Oh, that helps if I was on the right side. So they're within 11 inches of each other, of this group. So I'm going to fire at them. Now, the SMGs in this group are within range. It's 10 inches. It's 11 inches. So I'm going to take a -1 for being over half on all the guns, plus I'm taking a -1 because they're in tree covered. So that's 2. So 3 plus 2 is a 5. So I get a hit on a 5 plus. But I get an additional die for my NCO. So he gets 2 hits. And additional die for my SMG, my other machine gun guy. And then I take, I'm using the wrong dice. So 2 for that. 2 for my NCO, and then
Damn.
I have 6 guys with rifles.
Holy
So
crap.
I
All
get 10
10?
dice.
All 10? Damn, this is gonna suck.
So that's 10 dice. So I have to score on. Remember, it's a -1 and a -1 for cover, so 5 plus. So let's see what we got.
You got 4.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 hits on him.
God.
So that gives him a pin marker. Go ahead and put yourself a pin marker
Oh,
of
tell me
4.
about the. If you get a 6 on the pin marker, it will wipe out the unit, whether or not they
Well,
have a lot
we'll
of
come to
numbers
that if
back,
that
or
happens.
Just a few.
Yeah, make sure you put that as a 4.
Oh, it's 4. Oh, it's a 4.
So he puts that at a 4. So that effectively I hit 4 hits. So now I roll, and on a 4 plus, because they're regular. Now with bolt action, there is 3 types of units. There's inexperienced, which you can hit on 3 plus. Regular, you hit on a 4 plus, and veteran, which is a 5 plus. So just let everyone know. And these units are all regular in this game today. So we're gonna go ahead and roll, and I hit nothing.
No, doesn't the 3 mean you hit someone, or?
No, 4 plus.
Oh, 4
4
plus.
plus
Because of the
to
die thing.
take casualties.
Okay.
So that effectively, but they're under pin marker 4, so that does complicate them from moving, and we'll get to that as soon as we decide to move someone in pin marker. All right, it is American side for next turn.
Okay, so I will be choosing to. Let's see. Oh my gosh, where is it? I will be choosing to advance my left army
Here.
thing. People over here, yeah, not
The
these two. These
the unit?
guys, yeah,
Yeah,
not
unit.
the generals, but the unit.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to get a 6. I'm guessing, right?
6 inches. Yeah.
Okay. Do. Oh my gosh, this is like. Okay. I'm making like a little circle thing right now.
We're gonna go ahead and break away and let him move his units up, and we'll be right back.
I think I'm going to try and take a shot and fire at them, so...
He's gonna go ahead and fire at these units in the wall. So he's gonna...
need- How much?
Now, it's up to 20 inches. Now, one thing about measuring, you have to tell what the other opponent what you're doing, and then you measure it out. So he's gonna go ahead and measure.
Okay, so... This is gonna take a second. I am about 15.3 inches there.
Okay. So he's out of range with his Thompson. So how many rifles do you got that you can shoot with?
4 up here. I'm thinking these 4 because these guys are back. And
They're within range.
Oh, they are? 6.
All right. So they're over half. So and plus 2. So he needs to roll 6 or 6. I almost want to say 6 or better. I don't know why, but he's got to roll 6.
So I got 1, 2, 3. Move these dials away.
All right. So he hit me with the 3. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a pin marker of 3 on here. So these guys are now under 3. All right.
So.
Now he's gonna roll to hit.
Oops.
He rolls 4 or better.
And I got 1.
Takes 1. Takes one of these guys out. Yep.
Cool.
So they're reduced. All right. Let's see whose turn is next. This game is the rules are very basic on the infantry side. It does get a little complicated when you add tanks, but not bad. The rules I found were easy to learn. I mean, we just played for about 30 minutes before showing this, and we both picked up on it right away. So this is a good game.
It's the simplest one we played so
Yeah.
far. We usually play the more advanced.
German. This is German dice, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this out of the way here. I'm going to go ahead and advance these guys. So I'll put my advance down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut away and advance my army there, and we'll show you what they do. Okay, so I've moved my infantry unit out of the cover there, out of the building, and they're going to go ahead and fire onto this group that's in cover. No, I keep on using the center side.
Damn, I could actually lose right here, that one unit.
So they're within 13 inches. That's out of range of my SMG. That's out of range of my Panzerfaust guy. So that gives me 2, 4, 5 units to roll with. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. Now they're in cover, so that's -1 and it's over half. So that's -2. So I got to get a 5. Alright. So I had to double check my count. So I'm going to go and roll. And we get 2 5s. So they get hit again.
Ooh.
So that takes them up to 6 on their...
Damn, all you have to do is hit them and you wipe out the entire...
So one thing with morale. Let's talk about morale for just a minute. So as you get pin markers, it negatives your morale. Right now, his morale, regular morale is 9. He's currently -5 or 6. So that takes his morale down. Now, when the morale equals 9, as the pin markers equal 9, then he is destroyed. So right now he's got very little breathing room. So it just shows the intensity of the battles back in World War II. When you're pinned down, and you couldn't move or breathe or do anything. So he's got to be really close on his order check next round, or if he rallies. You could do a rally, which is on the dice, which you can gain your or put your pin down points down. So we'll show you that if he does that. So I got 2 hits, so we're gonna go ahead and roll 4+ wounds, and I got 3 and a 2. So that effectively ends that. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the tissue jar now. See what's left, and it is United States.
Ah, yeah.
So he's gonna go ahead and his last unit is over there, which is his headquarter unit. So what are you gonna choose to do with your headquarter unit?
I think because really there's nothing I can do with them, and plus in case the army moves closer, I think I'm gonna, for like right now, I'm gonna force them down.
Okay. So the down means they're less likely to hit. So you can do that with the models. I mean, we're doing it just because that helps us remember what the models are doing, or you can just use the dice. So they're down, so that means they're harder to hit. So it's probably wise, because if you had more than one unit, I don't have any other units, but that's all you can really do. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the last dice out. That's the end of his turn, and it's German. I'm going to go ahead and discard it because that's what I'm going to do, because it's for my general unit, and my general unit is safe behind the walls of the ruined building. So that uses up all the dice on my side and his side. So that's effectively the end of turn 1. So as you see, we've just recap.
I can only I have to keep that die in the thing, don't I?
No, you can discard it, and then they're up again. So the down, you can keep the dice on there if you want, or you can discard it to the order or the cup, and then the units will be up again. So if he wants to keep it down for how long he wants, he can keep it down. So we'll recap over here. The center crew has been getting fired on pretty heavily. They have 6 points pinned down on them right now. This unit on the wall has been fired upon. He's got pinned down of unit number 3. And then over here, my sniper team, my spotter was taken out and I was pinned down. And over here, this group is doing good. They haven't been pinned down, and I've lost 2 guys, and he has lost none. So far, the United States, they've been shot and pinned down, but haven't taken any casualties. So we'll go ahead and stop here. We'll go into turn 2. Alright folks, this is turn 2. So we're going to go ahead and see who's turning next. Damien has chosen not to
put him back up.
So his general unit is down. So he's left their order dice with them. So he can do that.
So this is a test of fate. If my dad gets it, he actually has the chance to wipe out my middle army.
Yeah. If I get them down to 9. Alright, gonna go ahead and roll. United States needs one, and they get one, so that's awesome. Alright, what are you gonna do?
I know it's a really weak thing to do for me, but I think I'm going to force them down.
You have to take an order test.
I have to take an order test for them? Yeah, so I gotta...
Unless you want to try to rally them, because it's basically the same thing. They'll be forced down if you do a rally. So go ahead and do a rally.
I'm trying to find the rally mark on the die. Okay, so me and my dad have agreed I should probably do a rally, so how many die do I need? All
okay, so in the rally test, he's already got -6. So what's your morale level? 9 minus 6.
3.
So it's at 3. So what you do is you roll two dice, D6 dice, and if they're equal or lesser to the value of the current morale, then they will pass. If it's more, they fail, and then they will turn to they'll be downed. So that means that they'll take a additional -1 to hit them. And it's 9. So that means that they're effectively downed for this turn. So that means when you fail it, that means the whole unit goes down. So now they're going to be harder to hit. So we'll go to the top here. Let's see, you just leave it. You don't change it.
Okay.
That's one thing. You don't have to change the dice if they're down or not.
Because it got pushed down because of the missing.
Right.
The missing rally.
United States.
Oh,
so
that's
United
some luck.
States.
Well, if they're down, then I guess I can just...
Well, just leave them up.
Oh, that's too many people. Yeah, I was just gonna move them, but okay. I think I am going to... I should probably advance my army in the left.
Alright, so he's going to go ahead and move them to where he wants, and we'll cut back when he's done doing that.
Okay, so I advanced the army to 6 inches, and I'm deciding to go forth and try to attack them.
So he's going to fire at that group?
I'm going to see if I can fire the group over here.
You want to fire there. You won't make it there.
Oh, I won't make it there. Okay, so I'll just fire at the center group then, and I can only do 20.
Well, you got the other one. So how many inches is that? You got to measure.
It is almost 12, so it's about 11 and a half.
Okay. So that means you can use your Thompson. So that gives you additional dice.
Okay, so because I have everyone but him in the back, he can't reach, I don't think.
You can fire behind.
Oh, you can fire behind? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But because Thompson doesn't add 9, so I have 9.
So you get 10 dice. Oh, no, 9.
Yeah, only
right.
9. See, so I got 1, 2, 3.
Now he takes a -1 for being over half the length, and -2 for the wall. So he has to roll 6s.
I have to roll 6s still?
Yeah.
Damn. I got 2, which isn't that bad. I got a whole bunch of 5s, but...
Okay, so that takes this unit to 5. Oops. Takes it to 5 here. Let me find 5. Alright. Go ahead and now roll the wound. And 1 wound. So that effectively takes another guy off.
Cool.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get this up here. and it is German side. So I'm going to go ahead and choose to fire. I'm going to choose to advance my unit over here. So I'm going to go ahead and move them off of camera, and then we'll come back.